Hi guys, it's Dara here, and today this is going to be a video which I've been here like all along for. That's a sketchbook tour, and look how poor it looks. Like, well, it's been through. Yeah, I won't tell you the brand because that's something that my mom bought me for some holiday, and I was actually not very excited by it, but still, well, I decided to use it, and it did pretty cool. Well, so here we have a list of the things that I wanted to draw. So it began as my journal, and actually all I did was making drafts for my clay projects. So you can see this is how it went. It's supposed to be a vase. Then I made some like sketches, like some drawings. They were like really weird. And then I went to Turkey, and here, yeah, I made some fun sketches of what it was like associated with, like nobody wears mask. Well, that's me, kind of like looking for coffee, because it was weird, but only once I drank coffee. It was like in such a beautiful cup. Yeah, and well, I was like always looking for coffee. Well, that was supposed to be like a sketch for, well, thumbnail for stickers. Yeah, well, so here we have a blank page. Why? Because it's the end of the era. Well, I decided I need more practice, and I took some photos from Pinterest. These were pictures like this one. It's just studies, it's copies, it's not original. I just tried and I didn't like the face. I'm like, what's with the face? So, and what's with the texture? I didn't like it. But as a beginning, it was cute. Well, then this page is actually very funny. Why? Because, well, I wanted to paint it here, and I made a sketch, and then I went to university, and we had no classes, but we were like obliged to sit the whole day, so I painted it digitally, and I will show like the digital piece. And it is way better than it turned out in the painting here. Frogazor. Yeah, that's it. Well, this is just like with some sketching with my Copic markers. And here we're coming. I think everybody has seen this picture on Pinterest. Like, well, I wanted to cover it, but still it's like bleeding through. The Copics are bleeding like through everything, I think. Well, this page is actually so nice. It was autumn. I think it was October. And they're painted with acrylics, and I like them so much because, well, they have this glossy texture actually. And the markers on top, I'm like a little bit confused with these like shades. Maybe that was not a right choice, but I like them. I like them so much. They're just great. Then we had this apple and a little bit of bleed through. Well, the apple is like kind of like that. I like the idea back at the time, but I don't know, it is weird. Then again, autumn vibes here. Yeah, it's actually watercolor, and it was not a wise choice. It's kind of like, well, the paper held it, like it did. It is markers, it is watercolor, like, but the colors, well, I do have questions. But at the same time, okay, I don't know, like, I'm not the one who just really cares about, well, this is like, again, Pinterest. maybe some redraw. Again, projects for the new year. And here we come to the beginning of 2022. I think this was the first thing I made in the new year. And it is like, I think it's oil pastel, and you can see it just like, it went not good. Like, it's like acrylic on the background, and I didn't have fixative. Why did I say didn't? I still don't. Well, so I don't have fixative, and well, it's kind of like just got pressed like this. Yeah, so whoa, here it's again. I tried. Well, the year of tiger, and I think I should have painted it, but well, I don't know. It seems like it's maybe it's acrylic. I think it's acrylics plus well, plus what? Plus oil pastel. You can see it's mass. I don't know. Like, the guy looks cool. Like, the sketch was so nice. If I find the photo of the sketch, it was so cool. But then I don't know. I like overdid it, I think. Well, it's half a day and sun decided to pop up. Well, and I was watching some videos on YouTube and I accidentally found Lee Alexon's channel, and I was so much inspired. I was inspired, and I just found some reference photo on Pinterest of the duck, and I did like painting it like so much. It's actually acrylics, and these blobs, they're kind of like, I think it's still, yeah, it still does have masking liquid. Like, don't try masking liquid with acrylics, it doesn't work. It was like stupid to guess it did, like it's supposed to, but well, I actually like how it turned out. It's kind of like so sweet, and I only had like four okay color pencils back then, so I think this is incredible. Like, really, this is incredible. Well, this was a huge piece. I got like a little obsession with frogs, and as a sketch it was such a funny guy. I liked him so much. I like it still. Well, okay, no comment, but this guy is cute. Like really, like look at this. Oh my god, the eyes are just like so cute. Well, this was Still Here, Still Life page. I made it digitally, and digitally it was bad. This one I made later, I guess, because I had the piece with like apples on the green background, and it was like way better than this one. Mom said it's childish. Thanks, Mom. Well, my mom kind of like has a degree in art, so well, that's probably my problem. Well, it started good. Like this one, like this is so cute. I don't remember the names of the birds, well, because I'm not that good. And this was cute. This was cute until I overdid it. Like the eye, I'm like, what's wrong with it? It's like, it just like looks so terrible. I didn't like it. Even like, I'm going to ruin my camera that I didn't like it. Well, again, this one, I don't know, like what's with the composition? It's non-existent here actually. I just don't know what is like with the composition. This one, like on its own, it would be nice, but with this one, like just glued to it, wow. So here's the one. This one is nice. It's, well, it's all acrylics. Then I bought some acrylic paints, and they're like pastel colored. I actually painted this one first, and this was, well, I think I went live, but nobody came. It was so sad, and I got banned because I was listening my vinyl records, and they kind of like banned me. Well, then, yeah, this was like the second piece. Again, I just tested. It's, well, pastel acrylics. Then I made this piece, again, acrylics plus, what was that? Colored pencil. Well, so it's like a nice, I really like how well 2 pages like coincide and it looks like a whole piece. So here I just like wanted to study colored pencils more. Well, this was, oh, I haven't mentioned, yeah, this is like, it was birdgram. I will just write this challenge. It was a challenge about birds in February, I think. January. It was January. Well, again, I don't remember the name of the bird. No idea. Stop yelling, please. Well, so, pomegranates. Well, it was that time of the year. So actually, first I painted this one, and then I made this, like from the remnants of the acrylics, because, well, they dry like really fast and it's like impossible, but I somehow managed to get some paints and just make this like rough sketch, and I actually like it more than this one. I think it's like a little bit overworked, and here my god, this is actually stained like from the next piece. It got me like paint everywhere, so I painted this one and made it a little cutesy. Yeah, pomegranate. Well, so this one like bled through everything. I don't make such things anymore. I don't make like full pages like this one or like this one, because it just like spoils everything. It spoils the rest of the pages. What's with the face? And I don't actually like pose. I didn't use like any references, and the pose is just weird. It looks forced, like the leg. What's wrong? I actually like these two, 3. Like, well, I just like these, and that's all. And I don't know. It was supposed to be cool, but it didn't happen. Well, this was again still here, still live. I think I never posted it. This picture is just from Pinterest. Yeah, I found this photo, like cute animals, and there was like a duck with this tangerine. And I was like, cute, let's paint it. And well, it's kind of like, you can see it's a little bit messy here. Why? Because it's somehow everything is just like bleeding through, and I don't have fixative, and I don't really want to put fixative on it. Like, I think it destroys the quality of the paper, like really. Well, so these are like just, I didn't know what to do and I did this. Well, this is the first time I painted with gouache. I actually borrowed it from my sister because I didn't have any, because I've never before painted with gouache. It was mostly like watercolor, then I bought acrylics. Yeah, so it was the first try. The reference from Pinterest, I guess. This one, this is a mess here, but I now as I look, well, the mountains look cool, and like in general this looks passable, I guess, I hope, but this is like mess. Well, this one I painted it way later, so he was just a blank page, but well, I think everybody recognizes this picture. It's from Pinterest. Yeah, well, so this was, I really like it. This was, I don't remember what. I just made this cool page and I really like the effect. Oh my god, I really like this jar and the spoon. I never was good at painting, drawing spoons. It was just like terrible. Cat blob, again, like everything just like splits through. This is a cat blob, and this was for February, I think. Yeah, I will just name the challenge correctly later. Well, I was watching Friends, and this was again February challenge. Then I bought some Faber-Castell polychromos, and I tested them out. Kind of like cool. Well, so this was the first one, which I painted with gouache in this sketchbook. So the previous one which I shown, that was like filled in later, and this too, but it's kind of like the perspective is kind of odd. This one it's shit, like really, it's mess. It didn't work out, but I just tried. I think I like the water. Water seems cool here, and with all this like grass, all this grass. But well, here, like, well, for the first time, kind of like okay, whatever. So then we have this one. This was for the 8th of March, and I really like it. It just like, well, this is incredible. Like, I do like it so much. Yeah, this is gouache plus color pencils. Well, this was again spring themed tulips. What else? Kind of like tried to make something out. I really struggle with landscapes, and landscapes are my pain, so I'm still like trying. Well, these were poppies. I just like googled poppies and I just wanted to repeat something like in the same style as the piece before, and well, I actually didn't succeed, like, really. Yeah, so I really like this one. I just saw the picture on Pinterest and I did like it so much. So, and just edit some details, like, not to be like with a blank page. So this one, again, just like study, just practice. Kind of like, okay, I think I spoiled it with this these weird clouds which are pink for some reason, but okay, nope. This one also like kind of like questionable. He's gorgeous, like really. I was watching, I think, New Girl, and I decided I need to paint something like spring themed. For some reason, Rooster sprang to my mind, and I just like left everything. I just like stopped watching. I just like painted him, and his beauty, like his eyes are just like looking at me, and I'm terrified. So then I added some, well, strawberries and this like funny little hand, and well, this is just to fill the page. It's kind of like nonsense. Well, so this one, I saw the photo of a snail on the mushroom, and I thought cool, and I actually wanted to combine, like, for the long time I wanted to combine the realistic depiction of snail, like something like this, and I wanted it to be cute because, well, they're cute, but at the same time, nope, they're not. Well, this was Do These in Your Style. If I find the artist, I'll put who was that originally. Yeah, and Do This in Your Style. This was a study, like, I just found a picture. No, I just found a picture and a separate picture of the texture. I wanted like to make it like a craft paper with the underpainting, and really, if you want to make like the whole piece, use underpainting. It's like makes everything so cohesive, and I like it so much. Well, I think it's weird that every time I think of the page, I remember the series I was watching. So my friend recommended me to watch Bridgertons, and I did. So I couldn't paint this one because I got so absorbed. Yeah, because I'm a binge watcher, I'm so sorry. So when I got back to it, it didn't like really work out. Well, then I drew irises here. Again, I kind of like nice, I like them, but the way I just like outline this, well, it doesn't look good. So I think this is not original. I have a strong feeling this is not original. I think this is somewhere from Pinterest, but I'm not sure. Well, so it looks like it's not, it just like was to fill the page. So I bought some orange paint, so I painted those, and I forgot how they're called. Persimmons. Well, then this one, yeah, well, it was supposed to be again this style and black background, and I really like this tiny detail. It was not supposed to be broken actually, so but I accidentally just made a huge stroke and I had to like paint it over somehow. Well, so here I like this so much. This was some art challenge, and the prompt was duck and narcissus, daffodils. Like, well, duck and daffodils, and I loved it so much. I actually like modeled it like this way on this rooster with this like exclamation. Yeah, and I love it so much. I hope one day I'm going to make a sticker with this one. So, and the next prompt was snail, and I in my life I can't remember the name of this plant. It's terrible. Well, my cat is going to ruin her litter right now because I'm not talking to her. It was nice, it was cool, but then I decided, I was reading some book which we were supposed to read for our literature class, and I hated it. Like, it was so tough and I didn't like it so much. So while I was listening to it, like to the audiobook, I decided to make this one. So it was supposed to be like something good. Yeah, just like to sketch, to like leave my mind, and it was like Ecoline marker, and it bled, like it bled all through, and I decided I'm going to cover it like with acrylics, of a gouache. And it didn't work, so I kind of like ruined this piece, unfortunately, before I even managed to scan it. Well, this was again study, I guess. I wanted to try like a more realistic still life, like the ones that I used to paint when I was like studying, like back at school, but with watercolor. This was with gouache and it didn't work, unfortunately. Well, this one, you may ask me, why is this so ugly? Well, why are they so weird? Well, because these were supposed to be tulips, like 1, 2, 3. This was some kind of prompt with tulip, yeah. I think some flowerish. I will look it up, what kind of challenge was that. Well, this one gives me such strong LMI's vibes. I think I was working for the idea of the illustration for her zine. I'm actually there. So like a tiny pot, so like tiny radishes, yeah. So this is like sweet if you like just know what I'm talking about. Well, so these were, again, do this in your style. I'll show the original piece. And well, I wanted to paint something cute, so well, they're kind of like cute, and I was trying like the new tape, but it just like ruined everything. Here it's like really thin here. I think you can see through it. So, and this peach, kind of like questionable actually. Well, this one I like it so much. Like I made a smaller piece, yeah, in my smaller sketchbook, and then I made this one, and at some point I think I'm going to make a sticker out of it, but later when I'm going to do that. Well, again, so you can see maybe that I'm just like struggling with tape. It just like doesn't work with me well. So, and I wanted like some simplified forms. Yeah, so it's like a little bit, I like the way it looks inverted, because here it's like flat, but here it's like gives the perspective. So it's kind of like fun. This one, I'm hoping to get a tattoo of this one, and maybe I will make it into a sticker, I hope, because it's so cool, and it gives this cone, this cap just gives me such strong over the garden wall vibes. Well, this was just like to fill in. It doesn't matter actually, just like practice. I'm still struggling with landscapes. Well, I wanted to make the background like less black, I guess. I think it's okay. It's nice. Yeah, like looks sweet. Again, a hen with little chickens. So, well, can like have nothing to say. Well, then it was also some sort of challenge, and it was about the prompt was, I think, cactus, but I'm not sure. Cool, I think. Well, you've probably like you've seen this video. It's Paint With Me. Just was filling the page with these figs, and they're like so cool. I still love them. Well, and I added here like, I think it's some sort of a squirrel. Yeah, I just found that picture like on Pinterest. Again, cute blueberries. Well, and just a nice cottage. I just like those. I think I'm obsessed with lonely cottages after I've been to Norway. They're like so cute. I just can't imagine how to live there, but Well, they're like so cute. I was actually listening to this one. This is actually a bluebird, and I was listening to album, like the last album by Harry Styles, and I decided to Google what is like bluebird because it was in some line, because I'm not familiar with birds. So this one is Do This in Your Style. I'll like show the original piece again. So, and well, this was just a nice photo, and I wanted to show this like sunrise vibes. Actually, I think it wasn't like sunrise, but I really like this like misty feeling about it, like the early morning, so it looks cool. Well, everything is got here, some studies. I did struggle with this piece terribly. I was reading some bad book, I think, back in time. It feels like I'm reading only bad books, but I don't. So I was just like struggling with this one. It was some prompt like wildflowers, and a raccoon. And I wanted like to place it somehow, somewhere in the wildflowers, but it just didn't work out. And everybody says it's cute, and I got obsessed with raccoons. Afterwards, I drew them until they were like perfect, in my opinion. So again, I got this like vibes of this like everything's sunny. Yeah, like I don't know, maybe because it was like the middle of the summer. Well, this piece was nice one. I tried it the same technique as previously, like this feeling of mixed 2D and 3D. Yeah. So, oh, this was Summer Stories Challenge. Yeah, and the prompt was, I think, strawberries, glasses, and I don't remember whether it was a cat, but I liked it so much. Yeah, like, this is such a sweet one. I do like it, like, and it gives such, like, I don't know, like, disco vibes, really. Then I painted these strawberries. This was also prompt for Summer Stories. This is like a hat, maybe duck, wildflowers, or just flowers, or picking flowers, or picking Perry. Oh, well, so something something was there. And then in my mother's garden I found these gorgeous lilies, and I should paint them, like, really. Well, then this piece, it's kind of like, I semi-like it. It's again like the same style like as the previous two, but like, I mean, like vase plus bouquet, but bouquet. I'm sorry. Yeah, so okay, questionable. This was finished yesterday, actually. I thought I will never, and again, it was with the tape like for I think a month almost, and well, I kind of like how it turned out, but well, it took me like the longest time to finish. Well, again, this was like also Summer Stories Challenge, and then this was Do This in Your Style, and I made a reel out of it, and it is like so cute. Well, this was the thumbnail for my big, so this is like a thumbnail, this is like a, I think, mock-up, because I just like tried out how I'm going to lay the colors, and well, this is like so gorgeous, and I like the huge painting, and I think maybe I'm going to make a smaller painting and turn it into print at some point. This was a disaster. Usually when I finish like a huge project, I'm like unable to do anything. Like I'm really unable to concentrate, and this was like really bad. The underpainting was for some reason green, and then I put red on top, so here were just the worst pieces. I just like painted them black, and I was so upset by this one. Like it didn't work out like at all. Well, this was Do This in Your Style. Again, I will mention the artist. Still here, still live, just having fun, not worrying. This one, it was actually for real. I was just painting pink because I was making a reel about pink. Well, this was Avian August. It's barn owl. Well, papaya. Yeah, I actually have never tried like raw papaya, like fresh one, only dried. So I just like the colors. The colors are cool. This one, I do have questions. This was just, I was just trying to simplify some landscape painting. Well, again, this was a huge week of art block. I think this piece included, and this one. It's like, it seems like, well, quite a long time after this one, but I was still feeling a little bit dissatisfied after I made that big painting. Here, well, I started painting a raccoon. Oh no, it was red panda. It was not cool. I turned it into some piece resembling Starry Night, I guess. But it turned out like pretty well for this pulled piece. And these are pigeons. Now I think I'm obsessed with pigeons. Yesterday I went to sketch them. No, I actually just went to sketch, but they just like surrounded me because I was eating some nachos. And this one is like the last real piece. It was made for real because, well, artists are now, well, driven by the desire to get viral, and I once got, but it didn't make much good. Well, I got shadow banned. So it's from the song, like, it's corn. Yeah, and I made it into the reel. So I really like this violet color and how it, and the font is so cool. It's like gives me like such hippie vibes. And this one is the last piece. I just finished it like, I think half an hour ago, maybe more. An hour ago. So I just wanted to finish this sketchbook. This is actually it. I'll open my favorite page, yeah, and tell you that this was a great experience. I started painting like consistently in it only, I think, in March, like really, and I just like this experience so much because, well, I sometimes wanted it to be more loose, but at the same time, well, I couldn't because I was already invested in like pieces like these and something like this one, for example. It was like completely finished and so detailed, so I thought when I was just like sketching something like really quickly, I felt like really ashamed of myself that I was not investing in it. And I think it's like not good attitude. It's not bad, I think, when you have like finished pieces in your sketchbooks. I mostly, well, tend to do everything in my sketchbooks, but still I would like to be more loose in the sketchbooks. So, well, I'm like finishing this one and saying bye to it. I already have the new one, and I'm trying like to finish my like Kansan, but it's more for sketching rather than for, well, for painting. So for painting I've got my art creation sketchbook, so I'm just like waiting for the time and to start the new one and give me grips. So well, I wish you all the best. Have a great day, and we'll see you on wherever. Bye.